Today we are going to discuss about the one of the topic coming under basics of bioinformatics, that is NBRF PIR database. PIR database. PIR database is nothing but the protein information resource. It's a integrated public bioinformatics resource. It's now freely available public bioinformatics database. Earlier it was PIRST, I think, PIRPST. Earlier it named as PIRPSD, the database name. Okay, Protein Information Resource maintains a PIRPSD. It's a protein data banks. Later it was collaborated with some other database. We can see. Next, PIR stands for Protein Information Resource. It was established by National Biomedical Research Foundation. That's why NBRF, National Bioinformatics Research Foundation. It was established in 1984. Before that, prior to develop the PIR by NBRF, the NBRF published another database. That is, it's a collection of data. It's a collection of protein information, comprehensive collection of macromolecular sequence, and they named as Atlas of Bioinformatic Sequence. Atlas of Bioinformatic Sequence. It was developed by Margaret Dayhoff. Margaret O. Dayhoff. He published the Atlas of Protein Sequence and Structure. Atlas of Protein Sequence and Structure. It was published in 1965. Published in the period of 1965 to 1978. Next, in 1988, PIR International, that means NBRF, collaborated with MIPS, Munich Information Center for Protein Sequence, and Japan International Protein Information Database, JIPID. They collaborated with two more information centers for the establishment and information sharing purpose. Okay. Later in 2002, the PIR collaborated with EBI, that means European Bioinformatics Institute, and SIB, that means Swiss Institute of Bioinformatics. And the collaboration of PIR, EBI and SIB get grant from NIH, National Institute of Health. Okay. In 2002, it was collaborated with EBA and SIB, and this collaborated, the three organizations collaborated, get funded from NIH, National Institute of Health. They get the grant and create a UniProt. Okay. They get another database named UniProt. It's a single worldwide database for protein sequence and function. Okay, which means they collaborated 3 database. Already the PAR consists of one database, that is PAR PST. Swiss Institute has Swiss Prot. EMBL has TR-EMBL. These 3 databases are combined together and form UniProt. It's a single worldwide database. Okay, UniProt. You can also locate through UniProt, www.uniprot.org. Okay. Next, the mission for PAR International. Mission for each and not only PAR International, mission for each and every database is to create and maintain the well established data, bioinformatics data, and provide tools to analyze and manipulate the data. That the data and tools are easily available for users. That may be students, staff, researchers, scientists, anybody. Okay. Then freely available means available in anywhere from the world. By using a smart device, the users should access the data. This is the mission for each and every bioinformatics database. So you can write in any database such points. Okay, leave it. The mission for PAR International to create and maintain comprehensive, well verified collection and organized protein sequence database. The mission is well verified collection of protein information. Without verification, they won't publish the data into public views. Okay, they may be accept the data. After the verification only, it may viewed for public. Okay. The database available in PAR including structural, functional and evolutionary relationship. Next, another point is to distribute the database through internet. That's we are assessing not only any researchers or students. Okay, distribute the database through internet, CD and tape media. For that we need to buy CDs. Okay, database CDs. So we won't do. Okay, to provide a research tools for study of protein sequence. If the tools is available, we can analyze the data using tools. For the analysis of structural, functional and biological properties and biological origin. Then only if we know the origins only, we can know, after analyzing we can know whether the newly retrieved sequence is either old one or new one. Next one, collaborate with other databases in organizing and coordinating the presentation of biomolecular structure information. If particular bioinformatics database collaborated with other database, only the users can retrieve the sequence from any one of the database. Okay, then only they can easily retrieve. Otherwise, they need to analyze in each and every database. You need to open and analyze the each and every database. It's a tedious work. Next, unique features of PAR International Protein Sequence Database. PAR, not only PAR International, each and every protein or nucleic acid sequence database is a unique. It's unique among other database. Likewise, PAR International Protein Sequence Database also is a unique among the protein sequence database. Also, it has full citation, which includes titles of articles. Also, it provides hypertext link to National Center for Biotechnological Information, NCBI. So, hypertext link means by clicking, we can click the hypertext link, we can reach the destination. If we provide the website, we can go by clicking, it goes to particular website. Okay. If they give the hypertext for particular database, if we click the database link, it goes to particular database. Likewise. Okay. Okay, each and every sequence submitted in the PAR clearly shows the difference between the sequence from one another. Also, it may be automatically reconstructed. Next, nucleotide sequence directly associated with the cited sequence. So, we can analyze. For example, nucleotide database entry accession, NID and PID are servers and hypertext link, which is correspond to GenBank or EMBL entries. After checking only, the GenBank release the data. Next, it provides most complete and current genetic information. For example, map position, intron position, start codon, example AUG, start codon means UAA. Along with hypertext links to the genome database. So, the text link is available. So, through that you can, if you need to refer furthermore, you can click the hypertext link. Okay. Next, annotated data. It provides annotated data with greater accuracy, high accuracy. Also, the terminology and the retrievable fields are standardized. Also, already I told the PAR International Protein Sequence Database contain more citations. More citation for, that means more reference and more citation for information, data and more up-to-date data. Next, database organization. Okay. Database organization, if you are talking about database organization, PAR is classified into 4 main types. PAR sequence has 4 subtypes, PAR 1, 2, 3 and 4. From that, PAR 1 and 2 consist of fully annotated data. Almost 90% of the entries in the PAR 1 and 2 is annotated data. It has full information, and classified and annotated data is fully informative. Okay, it was classified by superfamily assignment and placement numbers. And another thing, PAR 3, the entries means data information are verified, not verified. Also data are not classified, not merged or not annotated. Okay, simply we can say unverified raw data. The PAR 3 consists of unverified raw data. Okay, clear. Next, PAR 4. The data present in PAR 4 is carefully reviewed and annotated. It includes engineered or synthetic sequence. The sequence resulting from sequence available in the PAR 4 derived from fusion, crossover or frame shift mutation or data after the data processing or identify data. Okay, clear.